Good afternoon, everyone. Shana Tova.
Shana Tova.
So my name is Jeff Stuart. I'm the second vice president. My family and I have been members for about 10 years. And when my wife and I brought our family first to the temple a decade ago, we were a bit nervous. What would we find when we walked through that door? Coming from the Midwest, we had no sense of what an East Coast synagogue could be. And we'd heard horror stories about how, East Coast synagogues, how people are gruffer and have no sense of community. But when we walked through that door for the first time, we were pleasantly surprised to find people warmly greeting us, which we soon learned was one of the hallmarks of the temple. This was the first, but certainly not the last, example of how our values at this temple come alive in action and how the power of community lifts our spirits. So allow me to begin today with the simple truth. Temple Beth-El is more than just a building. It's more than our services, our programs, or even our history. It's a living community, woven together by the relationships, commitments, and shared values of every person here. When I look around the sanctuary, I see so much more than faces. I see stories, families who have celebrated here, mourned here, and learned here. I see friendships that began in the lobby right out there and grew into lifelong bonds. I see people who quietly and steadily help keep the light of our tradition burning bright. But these days, the world outside can feel unsteady. We read the news, we see division, neighbors at odds, families in conflict, strangers speaking past one another instead of listening. Sometimes it's in our own neighborhoods. Sometimes it's online, where small disagreements grow into walls that separate us. I think of the words of Jiddu Krishnamurti, who once said, "It's no measure of health to be well-adjusted to a profoundly sick society." If the normal outside is mistrust and disconnection, we shouldn't be satisfied with normal. And part of what makes this moment so difficult is how even our most important words can be twisted. Take the word anti-Semitism. It should be a word that calls for courage, action, and clarity. But too often, it's used in ways that confuse, divide, or pit communities against one another. As Jews, we know the dangers of allowing language to be distorted like that. And here, we choose differently. We choose to use our words to bring people together, to name truth, and to stand in solidarity with those who also struggle. We come together in a space where our code of ethics is not just words on a page, it's how we live with one another. Honesty, respect, compassion, justice, and holiness. We can't control everything happening beyond these walls, but inside them, we get to decide what kind of community we want to be. In this room, no matter our differences, we stand on common ground. We share joy at each other's simchas. We hold one another through loss. We debate with curiosity instead of with contempt. And when we do that, we're doing more than just getting along. We're practicing tikkun olam. The work of repairing the world doesn't only happen on grand stages. It begins in the everyday ways we repair the space between us. The truth is, keeping a community like this strong, it doesn't happen by accident. It takes commitment, time, heart, and yes, financial support. Membership pledges are what make it possible for us to have our rabbi, our cantor, our programs for kids, our adult learning, our social action work, and this very space in which we gather. Every contribution, no matter the size, is part of that shared commitment. It's a way of saying, I believe in this place. I want it to thrive, not just for me, but for everyone who needs it. We don't know what the challenges next year are going to bring. None of us do. But I know this, whatever comes next, it will be better together than alone. This temple is one of the last sacred places where we can unite under shared values, despite the forces that might try to pull us apart. We have something rare and worth protecting. And when we strengthen it, we're not only safeguarding a community, we're helping to repair the world. So today, I'm asking you to be a part of that repair, to stand with one another, to keep this place vibrant, and to carry its light forward. Do this in ways that are most meaningful for you. Come to temple. Make your contributions on time or even increase them this year if you have the means. Join a committee. Attend services. Participate in the programming. Thank you. Thank you for showing up, for being part of this family, and for all the ways that you make Temple Beth-El a place of strength, kindness, and hope.